In a landscape full of electric scooters, the Yadea ElitePrime doesn't just blend into the background. As soon as we pulled it out of the box, it had our attention with its 1500 watt peak motor, full suspension, and a pretty slick design. But does it deliver on performance as much as it does on aesthetics? Well, let's find out. Powering the ElitePrime is a 800 watt nominal Yadea branded motor. The rear hub motor pushes the scooter to a top speed of 20 miles per hour, which, although not groundbreaking, is in line with many urban electric scooters. And here's the kicker. The motor can peak at a whopping 1500 watts, offering impressive acceleration and enough power to tackle some steeper hills, which is an area that most scooters tend to fail in. The ElitePrime houses a 696 watt-hour battery, a solid capacity for a scooter in this price range. One thing I do love is the mad quick charging. Chargers are getting better this year, but the charger here just made me feel like I was plugging in a MacBook Pro. Unlike a MacBook Pro, this thing is IP67 rated, so water and dust aren't an issue for the ElitePrime. While the scooter's minimum range is quoted at 20 miles, keep in mind that real-world range often depends on factors such as rider weight, terrain, and how hard you push the throttle, so you might get a little less or a little more. Speaking of the throttle, the ElitePrime opts for a thumb throttle system here, a choice that many riders prefer for its comfort and intuitive control. I know I do. You also get a Yadea branded STEM display showing your speed, battery level, and other essential data. For more in-depth insights like trip history or scooter diagnostics, Yadea also offers a dedicated mobile application, and in our testing, the application worked well and we didn't have any issues with it. The ElitePrime is equipped with a single-sided polymer shock suspension on both the front and rear, boasting 61 millimeters of travel. This full suspension setup offers a comfortable and smooth ride, absorbing much of the shock from bumps and uneven road surfaces. It feels more or less like a traditional suspension as you ride it, but it feels like higher-end suspension. At 220 pounds, the suspension offered a stiff enough ride for me, while also allowing you to carve the streets in an interesting way. It's quite a lot of fun to ride and kind of carve back and forth here. With all the craziness of our busy world, safety is paramount when it comes to personal electric vehicles. And the ElitePrime comes with a dual opposite braking system, a mechanical brake combined with an opposite drum brake. These 120mm rotors provide solid stopping power and allow you to come to a stop quickly when you need to, and skid around just for fun. Rolling on 10-inch nano-memory gel tires, the ElitePrime is designed for city commuting. The self-healing feature of these tires is particularly noteworthy, so these tires can seal small punctures automatically, reducing the risk of a flat in the middle of your commute, which would suck. Weighing in at 64 pounds, the ElitePrime isn't the lightest scooter on the market, but it's sturdy and well-built. It also has a folding frame for easy storage and transport. The deck has a 6-inch clearance and a 7-inch width, providing ample space for your feet during rides. The usable deck length comes in at just over 22 inches, so there's plenty of room here all around. Retailing at $1,500, the Yadea ElitePrime offers robust performance and features. The powerful motor, full suspension, self-healing tires make it an enticing choice for urban commuters looking for an electric scooter that delivers a smooth and comfortable ride. Let's take another look at the performance on the ride test. Alright guys, we're out here for the ride test on the ElitePrime from Yadea. Now this scooter compared to the KSX Pro, which was the last one we did, it's in a different ballpark as far as the aesthetics goes. The suspension arm here, or arms rather, make this a full suspension scooter and it is quite lovely. It's it's super dope. So if you're interested in sort of that full suspension vibe, this one definitely captures that really well. And one of the things we're gonna dive into real quick here is we're gonna get into the app. Boom, here we are. So one of the things you can do is you can go to gear switch here. There's 4 different modes. There's walk mode, driver mode, sports mode, or speed mode. Now the difference between sport mode and speed mode is not top speed per se, but it is how fast you get there. So I'm gonna demonstrate both of those, but before we do that, let's just get right down to brass tacks here. We've got it in X mode, which is pretty dope. And we're going to test it out on this hill right here. And spoilers, it goes really well up this hill, surprisingly well for for a scooter and for throttle only. So go ahead and so we just jump up to 15 miles per hour here. Do a little off-roading. You feel it. I'm trying to get the suspension. All right, so we're right here. Let's go ahead and just head up this hill. Just cruises up there. I feel like I could jump at the end of that if I wanted to. And then we'll go ahead and test the brakes on the way down. Nice, easy stopping power here. Nothing too crazy, but it is pretty nice. So as you can tell, the X mode just rips up to 20 miles per hour. Now, when most people, and I'll tell you what, I'll speak for myself, when I get on a scooter, or any vehicle really, I'm just like, man, I wish it went faster. But the handling, at X mode, bro, whew, you gotta be ready for X mode, man. I've been driving around with, in the speed mode, then you get into X mode, and it's just that's a beast. But look at this suspension. This is awesome. Go ahead and hit this one more time, make sure there's nobody coming, let's go. Yeah, look at that. If I was gonna run into that wall, I could jump that. That is pretty dope. Woo, okay, a little hop there. Nothing too crazy. You know what? Even if it's a good little jump this way. Now this is not the terrain that this scooter is meant for. Got some sandiness here. That looks like it might be a little hop. I'm just trying to find a little hop. I get a little pop. I'm gonna jump off curbs all day, but you know how it can be. But there's a jump right up here. Go ahead and make sure nobody's coming. Whoa. What did I do with my hand there? All right, looks like we're clear. Got some good clearance on some of these rocks and limbs and stuff. Whew. Oh yeah. All day, every day. Go ahead and turn back around. Do it again. Now, as I mentioned, this is not the environment for the scooter, but obviously it is handling it pretty well. Oh yeah, come on now. Woo! Look at that, and we're just ripping through here. So the suspension does good even when we're hitting a little jump here and there. Oh, excuse me, guys.
Man, that thing quiet.
Yeah. It's quiet, guys. You heard it right here. That's his review. It's quiet, and I have to agree. Oh. And we're scooting. I'm trying to get down. I don't know what my angle looks like, but squatting down a little bit. Probably look a little silly. I do it for you guys, all right? We're here to get some, oh man, it's like a trampoline really. But it is, so I'm 5'10", 220. I'm not sure exactly what the max weight on this thing is, but the suspension feels great. I don't know what we can do as far as if we can tune it or anything, but man, just for me at 220, this is delightful. And I still feel like I've got really good control the way these spring arms work. Because scooters in general, they're a little less stable. I'm not going to try riding no-handed for sure. But yeah, she is kicking. Let's get through this section over here, and we'll go ahead and test out the different speed modes. We just kind of hit X mode because I like it. Yeah, the acceleration is fun. As somebody who likes going fast, 28 would be pretty sweet. But like I was getting into earlier, even riding like one-handed, it gets a little bit squirrely the way that it's set up. So let's go ahead and pop out the phone here. And let's go ahead and put it into driver mode. Driver, baby. So let's see what it feels like in driver mode. Go ahead and throttle doesn't work until we give it a little bit of a boost, but there we go. So this is cruise, and this is sightseeing. This is 9 miles per hour here. Trying to squat down, get you guys a good view. Feel like I'd be overtaken by a speed walker, 9 miles per hour. Do a little turn signaling, turn it off. One of the things I had to figure out early was I pressed it and I was waiting for it to go off, and it doesn't, so you just got to press it again. And I tried to go to the other side, but then there's the other turn signals turned on. So learn from my mistakes, folks. Go ahead and hit the brakes here. The bell. The bell here is actually really nice. This might be one of the loudest bells that I've seen come stock on a scooter or a bike for that matter. So we put it into sports mode here, right? So sports mode, it is gonna get us up to top speed, but it is going to be a little bit less of a takeoff. It's still pretty sporty. Like when I was riding around before X mode was unlocked, because you got to, or extreme mode, before they let you get in there, you've got to ride a kilometer and watch a video. Or I think you got to watch a video before you do anything. But you definitely have to ride a kilometer before you get into X mode. So it gets us up to 20 miles per hour pretty quickly. It's just that low end torque isn't quite there in sports mode as it is in X mode. So let's stop again. And let's go ahead and open the app, and we're gonna swap it into speed mode. So we got speed mode turned on. Now with speed mode, yeah, it just senses, I was wondering if it sensed my weight. I was trying to see if that was what it was, but it senses that forward momentum. And the speed mode, wait a second. Speed mode? Guys, what are we doing here? This is not the part of the review where we do speed mode again. Let's put it into extreme. Why isn't it going? There it goes, okay. Now we're in extreme. We got the little X on the screen right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, a little extreme. You guys can see that pretty good. So let's go ahead and kick off, and whoo! Yeah, she just screams. Testing out that full suspension on some rough grass patches. Popped back up onto there. That is not too shabby, guys. Beautiful sunset over in the distance, over yonder, as we say over here in Texas. Let me get down and make sure you're getting a good view of this. So yeah, so it feels like it goes up to 20 miles per hour really quick, and then once you get to 20, you sort of, you kind of hit that acceleration, and then it just kind of, it stops at 20. So I don't know what we can do about getting it to go a little bit faster, but like I said, it can get squirrely on you, so you want to, I'm doing that on purpose. It's not just a speed wobble. But yeah, it has some really good maneuverability. So as you could tell when we were doing that little hill climb there, let's see, let's hit this. Oh, that was creamy. Creamy. Do a little more off-roading here. Woohoo! Yeah, boy. Oh, there's a jumping hit over here. Forget about this jump. But we are cruising. I feel the, kind of the jitteriness a little bit in the handlebars because we've got those, compared to bikes, these wheels are smaller than a bike's, and different attack angle here. Woo! Tell you what, I don't want to head all the way down there. We already did some off-roading on it. You guys saw that. Just wanted to come and, whoa, God, you gotta be ready for that X mode. Woo, okay, a little bit of air there. Nothing too crazy, but I feel comfortable saying I got a little air. So we're just cruising, just kind of bouncing along. Like I mentioned, the full suspension here is really smooth. And we talked about the little bit of squirreliness at the high speeds. Well, it makes up for it in the fact that we can do some nice, tight maneuvering. Woo! Yeah, the low end torque in X one is a lot of fun, but it seems like you're like, whoa, that was great, and then we're at 20 miles per hour, and we only experience it for a short time. It's a short high, But you can just bounce. You know what I'm saying? Just be bouncing. Yeah, if you're gonna be on a scooter, having like a nice, you know, yeah, this suspension is nice. I've been at some, like there's been more travel, I think, on some, but the springs weren't quite as, I don't know, you couldn't put as much force in those, like they would go all the way down, so it was just kind of like, felt a little bouncy. This feels like it doesn't have a terrible amount of travel, but it is just, it's nice all the way down, nice all the way up. So it's a very natural feeling suspension. Go ahead and hit the brakes again here. Squeal those tires. Again, you see they're making like that sharp, basically 90-degree turn. So we can do that over here. So we can find a line to look at. Let's go ahead and hit this line. Like, okay, we want to go right. Ugh. Our next mode is a little sketchy because, yeah, like I said, that low end torque is pretty crazy. Well, guys, I think that is going to do it for our review of the ElitePrime from Yadea. If you guys want to know more about them, I'll have a link down to them below. And if you guys want to see some pictures in the written review, you can head on over to electrifiedreviews.com. We got all that good stuff there for you. Always make sure to check if we're giving away anything, you know? Scooters, bikes, who knows what it'll be next? Who knows? I mean, I know, right? Because I'm the one who talks to the brands and hooks you guys up with the free stuff. So I know what's coming, but you don't. So it's just, you know, it's suspenseful. It's storytelling. It's the art of storytelling. But anyway, that's enough story. But also make sure you're ready for it, because yeah, see, look at that turn. That was like an over 90-degree turn. Because I mean, this thing, whew, she takes off. Go ahead and hit this curb. Oh, goodness gravy. So much fun. All right, guys, where was I? I think I pretty much already said all the outro stuff, so we'll just catch you on the next one.
Oh, you're so amazing, you make me feel right.